Welcome back to the Academy. Nice to have you here. Let's get started. Class is in session. Today we are going to have a look at Binance and how you can get some BNB that you then can use on the Binance Smart Chain to get all those sweet decentralized tokens. For that, Binance is basically one of the biggest centralized exchanges out there and the home of BNB, which is the native token of the Binance Smart Chain, which we need to use to buy stuff like Kana. What you want to do is you want to open Binance.com here and you're going to end up here, so you need to set up an account. This is what we're going to do now. Binance is a pretty complex platform if you're starting to dive into it, so we are going to look more at Binance later. Today we are just showing like how you can buy BNB with fiat, meaning with your credit card or whatever means of payment you like to use, so you can get started. First things first, we need a new account, so we are gonna end up here, which is pretty basic. All you need in the beginning to set up an account is an email address and a password. You can use a referral ID, of course. Later on, you will have to do some KYC, meaning identify yourself if you want to move bigger amounts or if you want to use certain features, etc, etc. So for the beginning, an email address and a password of your liking will do, which we are going to do now. You can see you have to fulfill basic stuff like you need a minimum of 8 characters, at least one number, at least one uppercase, stuff like that. But here, same as we discussed last session, always take another password, always make sure it's nothing obvious, and yeah, basic password rules apply here as well, because this is again access to your money, so you want to have it safe. So after you've done all this, you can just click here on create an account, do some I'm not a robot verification, and then you will get an email code, which I'm gonna grab now. So we grab this code now from our email and can fill it in here and automatically get forwarded. Then you can go, which I recommend to all newcomers, you can go through some basic steps shown here, like which would be interesting for us. Buy some crypto with your credit card or start depositing crypto to start trading and stuff like that. So if you're new, this is something I totally recommend looking into. Binance has a wide set of tutorials how to use their platform. So this is all nice to have, but for what we are doing now, we are going directly to our dashboard. And again, here's a 2FA security verification is highly recommended. We also recommend using the Google Authenticator instead of your phone. Your phone can be cloned. The Google Authenticator is a bit more secure. So try not to bind any accounts just to your email and phone. Both of those can technically be accessed pretty easily. So what you want to do is to set up those 2FA verification, use the Google Authenticator. How to use that you can find out online pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. You enable it, you access the code and download the app. Boom. Highly recommended to do that. As you can see, this is your dashboard. Here is like a lot of information all over the place. This is again a lot of info, a lot of stuff that we do not need at the moment. All we need to do now, we have to set up some verification, okay? So let's try this. As you can see, we already have the app, so in our case, just you can download it here. Then you would need to scan this code, which I'm not gonna show you. Also make sure to, this is basically the equivalent to your seed phrase. So make sure that this code I'm not showing you here, you write it down somewhere on a piece of paper, somewhere safe. Don't save it on your PC somewhere. So if you have done that, you then will have to do another verification. You will get another email code and you can fill in the code you get from your app. So that's what we're going to do now. And now you have set up the verification. You can see it's now on here. So your account is safer than it was before. Now we need to buy some BNB, right? Because we want to trade on later on PancakeSwap and other decentralized exchanges, and we want to host it in our own wallet. So for that we need to deposit some funds. In our case, we are gonna buy them with our credit card. So after you went through the verification process and verified your identity, set up your credit card, you are gonna end up here. Important thing here is you have to choose the fiat currency you want to spend and the cryptocurrency you want to get. You can get all kinds of cryptocurrencies, as you can see here. By far not everything that's traded on Binance. So if you need the big ones like BNB or Bitcoin, you can get them here, or you buy them afterwards directly on the platform, which is what we are going to do now. We are going to buy US dollar Tether. Important also is that you have here in your fiat slot the actual fiat currency that your card is running on. In my case, this is Swiss francs. In most of your cases, this will be US dollar or wherever you're coming from. So make sure this is correct. Here we are gonna buy US dollar Tether, a stable coin, which makes it simple to move because yeah, it's a stable coin, it will be stable at the dollar. So, and almost every coin within Binance is traded against USDT, so we then easily can exchange it against whatever we want. We are going to spend 100 Swiss francs, which is around, the good thing is Swiss francs and US dollars are almost worth the same, so we are getting around 106 USDT, which sounds great. Then this is, you have to check up again, is the information correct here? This seems okay. Then you get an overview. You see there are some fees included, which are, the more you buy, the less fees you have. So in our case, where you buy little amounts, the fees are quote unquote quite high with 2%. That might change after a while. So you then confirm the payment. And after you went through this, you can see we now have successfully bought 100.267 USDT, so around $100 in dollars, and now can go to our wallet. And if we click here, we will end up in our spot wallet where you will find your US dollar. You can see now you will end up here in the fiat and spot wallet where now our USTD are. Now we need to find BNB, and for this we have a few options. One of them is to simply convert the two cryptocurrencies, or we even could go into an advanced trading tool and set an order up and stuff like that. But for reasons of simplicity, we are gonna use the convert version. So you can click here on trade and then convert, and you will end up in the convert portal. We are already on USDT, which is great, but we don't need Bitcoin. We will need some BNB, and we are gonna buy for all we have, because why not? Refresh this, so we get around a quarter of a BNB, which is great. And then we approve this. And now you can see there is no more USDT available in our wallet. So we go back here to wallet and to the fiat and spot wallet, which now should show us around a quarter of a BNB, which is great. So now we have a quarter of a BNB in our Binance wallet, but we need it in our MetaMask wallet we set up the last time, right? So how we're gonna do that? Well, you can go to your MetaMask tool, open this, and then your wallet shows up here. We then copy, by clicking here, your address. This address can be shared. The only thing people can do with this number is send you money, basically. So no issues there. You copy this one and click here on withdraw. Then we are end up in this window, which is pretty basic. You can use the address book and set up all your addresses if you're using your account for a longer time and have fixed addresses you're sending money to, or like in our case, you just can insert the address you want to send the money to, which is this one. And Binance is pretty smart. Binance automatically realizes which network this address belongs to. So this is something you have to check. But in 99%, Binance already realizes this is a BEP20 address. We have to use the Binance Smart Chain. And we are gonna withdraw the maximum amount we can. You can see there is a little fee of 0.0005 BNB, which is like nothing. So we are gonna confirm this withdrawal and then again go through the authentication process. After you confirm these two numbers, you can submit the transaction. Click here on complete. Now you can see we have an open withdrawal here, which is gonna take a few minutes to then actually go through. After that, your BNB will show up right away in your MetaMask wallet here, and you can start using it. We are gonna look into how to use it the best way in the next episode. This was all about Binance, so as soon as you got your withdrawal to your self-hosted wallet, if it is a MetaMask wallet or an Atomic wallet or a Trust wallet or whatever wallet you decide to use, you're all good to go to start into DeFi. I hope you could learn something, and let's see you in the next session.